We are back.
This is round 3. This is match point for Team 1 Min. So, if they win, they win.
This could be it.
Can DA make a comeback? Can they do the 3-game winning streak from 2 games lost?
The reverse sweep, all too familiar with. We'll see. Both teams have thought about this game. They've taken the last games, talked to the teams. Their DAs change up their strategy. They're trying to think of how they can correct these mistakes. Correct these mistakes they've been making. It looks like 1Mid's going to stick with similar bans.
For starters, I think they should stick with Thresh on their support. Sputnik's Thresh playing that first game was spectacular. In his Nami game, he just turned sushi multiple times.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Skarner got hungry, and Nami became just a back-to-back Skarner all target, and quickly destroyed. So maybe a tankier support. He likes to be up there in the front line like that. He likes to be aggressive, and
so there's the Gnar band, there's the Graves band. So 1Mid sticking with the same bands, and DA doing a bunch of reactionary bands. They ran out the Nasus, they ran out the Skarner, they ran out all things they've been struggling against. But that leaves a number of options. So Mamumu, which is the first pick to lock in.
And a lot of the picks that they've been banning from 1Mid, they get to look into that champ pool that they have now. I know Amumu is a very popular pick for Walls. He likes playing Skarner and Amumu, I think, are his 2 favorites. So
Sputnik once again changing supports rather than going for Thresh and Nami, picks up the Alistair.
Which fits what we were talking about. He can be in the front line like that. He can take the Skarner ults if needed, things like that. He gets to be aggressive now.
Yeah. Jinx has been also locked in. Yeah. The Jinx play last game wasn't terrible. Made a very, very common pick throughout the entire tournament. Just because of her amazing late game scaling issues for DPS and range.
And they're going to get the bot lane on 1Mid's going to stay the same. They had a lot of good luck there. Ended up changing things up and winning lane last game with this comp. So I wouldn't be surprised if they stuck with it. Hofer had a really good performance on Braum. Night and day difference from his Nami. So
really putting himself out there, punching people in the face, stunning people. Really solid ultimates too. He got more than one really amazing ultimate.
Yeah, the Glacial Fissures were really on point with them. Speaking of Glacial ults, Sejuani's going to get locked in for DA.
He really likes that Sejuani.
He had probably the best Sejuani of the whole tournament is what we saw last game.
Yeah.
So they have the best Sejuani of the tournament under their belt. Going to stick with it. See, there's going to be the mid lane picks are going to be what changes a lot here. Mid and top lane.
Once again, top lane is changing champions. He's
great front line. Great front line for Jinx at this point.
Yeah.
Here comes another comfort pick with the Garen. And Darkness with the well-known Darkness Rumble mid. Darkness loves Rumble mid, loves playing it. This is going to be a lot of fun for him. Really big AoE comp. This is what 1Mid likes to do. They're going all out this game. They're ready to end this here. So you see, with Darkness not playing an assassin, that's a big change for them. So we'll see if DA has an easier time with this as opposed to the assassin playstyle that Darkness has been playing.
Waiting on that last pick from mid. They're not entirely sure what they want to do. You don't usually see Rumble mid lane.
You have a lot of comfort picks here. Fat Bastard plays a lot of carry. Probably one of his better champs. I've seen him played a couple times here, and it's usually pretty much on point. Tower dives the carries, has a good time. Not a whole lot stopping.
Yeah, we see the first Ezreal mid of this second set of games.
Yeah, we're going to see the Ezreal mid here. Had really good luck for Mystic, but honestly at this point, this is just about the only people that have had luck with the Ezreal mid. So we'll see what he can do. It's going to give him a weak early game in both the mid lane and the bottom lane. And honestly, in top lane, the advantage early game goes to 1Mid as well. If they get all 3 lanes rolling like this with a Mumu and the Wombo combo AoE comp they have going, this could get out of control really quick in favor of 1Mid. But the longer this game goes, Purple Team might have a better chance of winning.
I don't think DA is going to be too concerned about mid lane. Ezreal is a very, very safe farmer, and he'll be able to poke pretty easily.
He'll be able to get off the equalizer pretty easily.
It's not like, well, oh my gosh, equalizer on me. What am I going to do? Oh wait, I can just eat away.
He's got his E. He's going to keep his flash. He's going Gonna have that smite though. And as we hit the 3-minute delay, not really a whole lot of discrepancy in the summoner spells picked.
It's all what we'd expect. We got support exhaust, ADC heal, summoner smite.
The only thing we said,
smite.
there's only one ignite on the field, and it's in the hands of Rumble. So, severe lack of ignites at the moment. But both teams, really good comps. Expect really good game. Early game going in favor of one mid, and late game most likely going in favor of DA. So if they can manage not to fall behind as far as they did in the last game, they could take this one. Looks like we got a couple more fans for DA in the Twitch chat, which is nice. We've had a couple of one mid fans in here as well. So thanks for tuning in, guys.
Then we got Scumbag Mystic.
Yeah, dirty mystics in the chat. We apologize for that. Ignore them if you'd like. Ban Lulu. It looks like either we froze or lagging because the 3-minute delay has not started.
It's only taking his time. I can see the players, they're in game currently.
We should catch up soon.
I mind else we're just gonna eat. That's some fries and chicken.
Hey Landon. Our 3-minute delay hasn't started. We're about a minute and a half now.
If you restart playing, can you reconnect?
No.
In spectator? Okay. We might stop again. We might restart the lobby.
How far in are they?
This is an interesting conundrum we're in. The game has started for a few minutes now, and we're stuck on the...
Still no lobby? Okay.
Hey, babe, pause and ask if they want to.
We may have to restart the whole game, depending on what has happened. If they've already gotten the first blood, they're not going to want to do it, so...
The first blood's hit.
They're already in and had a fucking kill.
Well then.
Yeah, it looks like by the time we realized there was a delay, first blood's already been had, so allowing them to drop the game isn't really possible at this point.
And it depends on how the players feel about it. And if I was the first blood team, I wouldn't want to do it. There's money on the line here.
This causes a lot of problems.
Damn it, Riot. Yeah, I didn't eat breakfast this morning, so I'm gonna enjoy my $9 worth of concession for this big thing.
So since the spectator mode is lobby only, we were in the lobby. So see if it'll let you reconnect to the lobby.
So just exit out. Huh? Exit out.
Game so pause, exit out.
Quit spectating.
If I quit spectating, that quits me from spectating. If I just leave lobby, then there's a chance I might be able to get back into the game. Nope.
That's fine. It doesn't have to be. I just want to know.
I'll have to log in.
Watch your
I'll cut
profanity.
all this out later.
Yeah. Thank you, Brandon. Like this.
Yep.
I didn't know you knew my league password.
I guessed it.
Better change it.
Awesome.
Oh, perfect.
Let's try it.
Does it work?
Who got the first blood?
We did.
Who got it?
Come on, yes!
We're in.
We're in. We do not have to sit here and do nothing.
When they where's the 3 minutes going to go?
I'm not sure.
Hey,
how far in
Rock,
are they?
Control 4. Control 4.
Okay, well, let's
Oh,
go
okay.
in.
We're in. We're in. They can start.
They can start.
Oh, well, they're
They pause, so
Yep, we're in.
Alright.
Oh, well, spoilers. All right. Looks like once again, one invaded, ended up getting a kill on Alistair.
And one is going to run away now that they've gotten that first blood.
Ezreal getting a lot of good pokes, and so everybody is low. Which there might be a delay on people getting to their lane in the jungle camps and stuff.
That one kill is going to give Rumble a little bit of advantage.
Oh.
They're probably going to be able to go back.
It's in the hands of Rumble.
Yeah.
Bad person to have that kill in for DA.
So that's an amp totem or a health totem.
There's
There's our pause.
Yeah, we caused that.
That's our bad. We're sorry. Actually, it's not our bad. It's Riot's bad.
Yeah,
Take blame for it, Riot.
I for one blame Rito. So
You just come enjoy this food.
okay, looking at the items, Maokai is starting for sustain. He's going to need it against Garen because Garen naturally kind of brings a lot of sustain to the table. Rumble started with boots, got the back for a ruby crystal. Other than that, pretty standard start.
Oh, that's some good chicken. A lot. Gotcha. I'm so glad we fixed that. That would be really boring 30 minutes.
Glad we get the
I'm glad we learned something new today. But I did not know that you could reconnect if you were part of the spectating in lobby.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with it being a lobby only, I mean, it starts to make sense. Glad it worked. I would have never thought of that, but looks like the Primitives will be taking a shot every time a blue team gets a kill.
I'm not gonna lie, that's not a good idea because I did that once and it was not healthy.
Yeah.
We did it during basically it was a bet I made with some friends online. We were watching LCS games or Worlds. Not Worlds, LCS, but at Worlds, every time somebody took kill, you had to get a kill, you had to take a shot. And people were dying left and right, and that was...
I never agreed to that in an Impulse game or a Unicorns of Love game.
Maybe every 100 CS, maybe something might be a little healthier.
Maybe. Shall you still don't want to do it during an Impulse game.
We should be back pretty shortly.
There we go.
There we go. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Alright. So, Team 1 men once again taking that early advantage. So things are looking good for them starting off. We'll have to see if DA can pull it back without tilting too hard. That's an unfortunate set of events for them.
Yeah, it's the momentum that one mid is bringing right now is pretty good.
They're coming on like a freight train.
Yeah,
They are seeing the Sejuani starting off.
top the security of the 2 games they have under the belt right now. They also got First Blood. Morale's a big factor here on these long best of 5s and things like this, so really good situation for one man.
Farm.
Seems like one mid playing with a lot more confidence, especially Hofer. Really having a good turnout. Oh, they popped the Braum stun on Alistair. Gonna leave him at lower, pretty low turn health, about half life.
Garen being Garen. Silencing.
Garen taking advantage in the top lane as well. CS-wise, Ezreal able to hold up with Rumble at the moment. CS staying even.
Getting flamed.
Getting flamed pretty hard.
I'm not gonna lie, we didn't watch every single game, so I'm not even sure if I've even seen the casted for the end.
On top of us shoutcasting, we had two teams of shoutcasting. We're also helping run security here, as well as bits and pieces around the convention itself.
We're not just shoutcasting as much as I would like to just shoutcast.
Yeah, but I do encourage you to come out, and if you would like the shoutcast tournaments, please let us know on the OK League Legends page. We can get you out here as well. Once again, all volunteer done, so thank you for being patient and understanding with our shoutcasting. All of us are here learning as well, so any constructive criticism is appreciated.
Okay, so Ezreal is keeping him in. He's currently farming at his turret. Bot lane, lots of harass coming out of lane. The Braum Q getting proc onto Alistair and James. Doesn't always proc all the way, but
Hofer does a really good job of setting Derisive Oxen up for just max 2 auto attacks to get that stun. If you can get that stun, the damage that comes out is amazing. Not to mention, Braum's auto attack damage is increased for a short period after landing the Braum. So, good damage across the board from both of them. Really pressing their advantage. Playing Sivir a lot better.
Back into the turret.
And he's gonna hop over the chompers before they activate.
That could have been really bad, but it was a really good play of his to jump on the minion and not wait for anyone else to get out.
Looks like, the advantage that Garen has here is he doesn't have to manage all that mana like Maokai does.
Got no issues with mana, his sustain is pretty easy to use.
He's through, I believe he's through his stacks of his flask here.
Maokai no longer has these stacks, he only has one health potion.
Oh, here comes Mumu catching him out. There's a good bandage toss. Sejuani's in an awkward situation. Can't dash through him. Maokai wants to help, but he's out of mana.
There it is. Now he managed to get one Q off with the slow down.
There's enough knockback to help Sejuani out. Good movement by both teams, actually. It's good for Garen and Mumu to catch him out like that. But good job on Maokai's part. Using
Maokai saved the day. He's a tree.
The tree hero.
Everyone loves trees. Lumberjacks. Lumberjacks don't like trees.
Not running the lumberjack silent skin.
Slight CS advantage to Scotland. Once again, knocking Braum's turret.
Awkward chompers aren't going to catch Hofer.
Yeah.
Alistair playing this really good situation. Braum is up in their face. Getting those passive stacks makes it really easy for Alistair to pulverize and headbutt into towers. Jinx needs to get a little more accurate with their chompers to make anything happen here.
Probably feeling the pressure, probably tilting maybe just a little bit.
Yeah. It gets the pressure's there when you have a Sivir playing this aggressive. It's hard to do anything, especially when you know any little mistake could make things get even more out of control.
Maokai is still in top lane. He has not actually taken the opportunity to back yet.
Yeah, one of the problems here, not problems per se, but I see a lot of people questioning the playstyle of their friends, that they're used to them playing a different way. When you get out, I know this is their first tournament, when you get out in this tournament environment, when you're out here at the event, lots of noises going around, lots of pressure on the game, money on the line. Sometimes people have been out here we've been out here since Friday morning. It gets exhausting. And the pressure gets there. It can make you make some decisions. Sometimes you want to play safe because you don't want to throw away a game with over-aggressive play. So the nerves are there.
Oh, he knocks back Garen before he gets the silence off.
For the first tournament, DA has played really well. They're in the finals of the Gold Cap tournament. They've played really well for a first-time competing team. Lots of respect for them in the way they played.
There's a 20 gank.
Oh, good headbutt in the tower.
There's exhaust.
Oh,
and the
good
ult.
ult from Ezreal. It's going to secure the kill on Derisive Oxen. Jinx
There's
gets
one.
excited.
That's gonna be 2 probably.
Flash out of Hofer. He might still be able to get it.
Hofer flashes away to safety.
Zap leaves him with a little under 200 health.
Still, that was good. That's exactly what they needed. That'll give Jinx a slight advantage because he's not looked far behind us yet.
The aiming on that Arcane Barrage was amazing from Ezreal.
Yeah, that's really good.
That sealed the deal. There was a good chance they might have still gotten out of there, but due to that Ezreal, they were able to secure that kill.
Oh, Sejuani's actually just hold the wall, and then the movie was advantage.
Here comes the equalizer, forcing Sejuani's hand to take the turn instead. The Pineapple blocked the path, they'd kill him otherwise, and they're going to pull off. It looks like the blue buff is up on DA's side, and Rumble and Amumu might want to take it. Sejuani's too low to contest, but Ezreal is there. I don't think they have vision on it.
I don't think they do either. This is going to be up there.
Oh, and Amumu is going to smite it away. Nothing worse. The only thing worse than Amumu blue buff is Amumu with your blue buff. So, good play by one mid there. They decided to pull off. They don't get to Sejuani, but they are going to take the blue buff.
Garen harassing away, looking to get Malphite low so he can get that ult. But Malphite manages to keep up and farm. His natural sustain from this passive. When is going to start Dragon? I'm not sure how safe that is.
I think right now the favor is in DA for this one. Hofer's low, Walls is low. Jinx has all the time in the world to clean up here. There's 2 kills. Ezreal and Jinx both picking one up. Both the carries for one mid are here. Alistar popped his ult. He's taking all the damage, but here comes Garen. And the fade away ultimate from Garen's going to secure the kill on Jinx.
3 for 2.
Three members of DA still up. And Maokai is still top. I believe still has no, his teleport is down. So walks away. Nobody gets Dragon.
A little bit greedy on the Dragon there.
Yeah, really sloppy play by one mid. I think DA played that really well. The Ezreal dialed right down the middle, hitting multiple people, getting a couple members low. Jinx had great positioning over the wall, using the chompers to give her this huge area to just free attack from around the corner. Garen with a good placement. Garen really turned that around, so good movement by Garen.
Managed to recover it slightly. And now he's back top lane farming away. Looks like he's going to go for the Black Cleaver.
So you can take a break since the action's dying down a little bit. We're going to look at the farm here. Top lane pretty close. Amumu slightly ahead in the jungle, but Ezreal actually out-farming Rumble. And Sivir is out-farming Jinx, which at this point is somewhat expected due to Sivir's ability to be a lot stronger in the early game than Jinx.
So Jinx is mostly going to be taking advantage of GS2, 1, 2, she has the BF4 and
That harassment though, that's really good Q. Really good Q from Derisive Oxen.
Rumble does have his magic mechanics now, so every time he gets close to
Ezreal has his super balanced Rune Blade. So, and a blue buff. So Darkness taking a lot of damage from the Ezreal. Ezreal really starting to bring you damage here. That's a good sign for DA. One of their scaling champs is already starting to do a lot of damage for us in the mid lane. Here comes Sejuani for the bottom lane gate, but Amumu's going to try to return fire. Ezreal's going to let him know he's there. Wall's taking too much damage to try to take that pink ward. Rumble's too low to help.
They're looking for a bottom lane gank. See if they can get it. They're breaking off the bottom lane. That's why it's heading towards the dragon. Probably not going to get it. I'm just going to let Spellcraft win that.
Their Arcane Barrage getting Darkness low. He gets down to less than 200 health. But it looks like he's going to get away. Oh, Ezreal tries to dive. Tries to get it, but he's not going to get range. He's out of mana. There's a Curse of Sad Money into an Equalizer, and it's going to be enough. Wall's ending up with the kill, surprisingly.
Yeah. Very, very good game. A little bit of greed by Ezreal. trying to dive and he had very, very little mana.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was a good play. It was there. If he was a little bit more accurate, it looked like he EQ'd to try to finish off Rumble, but it wasn't enough. The equalizer really turning things around, really holding up its name.
Top lane current advantage is to Maokai, but Maokai is running out of mana. They had a flash spot, so he's got to wait for a proc from his catalyst to get that additional health. James getting some rocket chain at the same time.
Ronnie's coming in.
Another game.
She's spotted. She's trying to help the bottom lane get started. Bottom lane for DA, a lane they're really confident in. Arcane Barrage ends up helping clean up the wave. Garen getting surprisingly low. Here comes the Alistar dive. Alistar's popping his ult. He's hitting the table. The exhaust is down on. They're having a hard time. The Alistar ult's down. He's going to go down. Wall shows up in time. They do take down Sivir. They try to get out of the flash from Amumu.
Zone them out and escaping.
They're going to get the
Rumble
slows
can
down.
respond to this. They can get a couple kills.
Rumble not starting just now to react to the health pings coming on. Sejuani's going to try to queue into him. Oh, the damage. Amumu gets a kill. Ignites down on Sejuani. Darkness might be able to pick it up. He does, going low. Ezreal might be able to clean up some kills here.
3 for 1. They can try to dive. That could mistake.
Yeah, when tower dives go wrong, this is a prime example here. Darkness playing really cocky, knowing that Ezreal could have Arcane Barrage at any second now.
Garen went ahead and did purchase that Black Cleaver first.
Yes.
And Maokai's working towards a Roa.
Really good item on Garen early on. When he's got the advantage, he can kind of hop on that Black Cleaver and just kind of take the lane a little further. Garen being in a really good place right now. Even though he is almost 20 CS behind Maokai. Looks like Maokai is going to go for a Roa?
Yep, as a Roa first. You don't usually see it too much anymore with Righteous Glory in the game, but
he's rushing it, and he just got the blasting one, so he's still about a little under 700 gold away from his Roa. Actually, I don't know if they changed the price.
I think the price is different now.
I used to know the price on it.
I want to say it's 650 to finish it.
He's only sitting on about 100 gold right now, so he's still got a ways until that Roa is going to be completed and he can start scaling.
Yeah.
My favorite item to take against laning with Garen is a Hex Changer, but unfortunately, he doesn't have the option to take that item as a modifier.
Not exactly the best decision.
The game scores, it is currently 2-0 in favor of 1 mid.
Using the dragon to get some harassed down.
Good trade on Maokai.
Very good play by Maokai. Getting in there, doing some damage. Right when Garen goes for that Q, Maokai says no. He's right back. We're currently sitting at 2 games to 0 with 1 mid in the advantage. This is currently match point.
Ezreal trying to farm up, getting a solid CS advantage. And right now, CSing, the farming is in favor of DA. Doing a really good job, especially Ezreal and Maokai. Jinx only about 8 CS behind Sivir.
Rumble has to this Lander's tournament because it's going to be even more annoying than before.
Rumble's very item dependent. He's got 2 really clutch items for him, so he's going to become a big pain for Ezreal now. Unfortunately for him, Ezreal already has his Runeglaive and an Aether Wisp, so Ezreal's going to be a bigger problem, I think, than Rumble is. Well, here comes the Arcane Barrage to farm. Oh, gets Darkness kind of low, tries to go in, but misses the E into the Q.
There's the advantage toss, but
oh!
Flash.
But he does blow the Curse of the Sad Mummy at the same time. So with this dragon being up, knowing Amumu doesn't have all, this could be a prime opportunity. And especially with Darkness being so low.
Darkness getting poked down.
Ezreal doing a really good job against this Rumble.
Yeah. Rumble needs to be forcing team fights so he can hopefully get more of an advantage than what he has.
But they get the stun on Alistair. The shield's going up. Alistair flashes in, but he ends up pulverizing him right into a Sejuani ult. She's taking the turret. The heal is down. They're trying to, but once again, the tower proving to be the bigger adversary here. And they're going to have to back out with just a lot of ults and summoner spells.
It's a good gank attempt, but I don't feel like they should have pushed Jinx in the tower. Sejuani should have come in first. Yeah, that's just me.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad though. It was really good overall. Lots of pressure.
Good try. I think headbutting him the other way, but Sejuani was under tower, ready to fight. So solid attempt at just a little bit of little problem in the execution. They do end up taking the tower, so it wasn't all for nothing.
Maokai is getting harassed extremely hard right here. This could be an attempt to kill
He
right
might
here.
go in. He might drop
There
it,
it
and he
goes.
does. Drops the hammer and gets the kill, or the sword, I should say.
It's a big sword.
Big sword. So solid play on both top and bottom. Dragon's open. It looks like one mid's going to go for the dragon.
Again, they want that dragon real bad.
Garen going to get that top tower though. It doesn't look like Sejuani's in a position to contest it though.
Rumble's in a zone out while Jinx is back.
18 minutes. First dragon goes to one mid.
They're going to take out this pink ward while no one's here to say no. Maokai has finished that low. Purchased some kind of MR. Probably going to get a BS Spirit Visitor range as well. Could be just something. Not like you can't use it.
Oh, good EQ combo from Alistair. Gonna force the flash on walls. Good play there by Alistair. Good roam.
Yep.
Rise of Oxen doesn't realize he's walking right past the enemy AD carry.
He might
And
get
I don't know
ambushed.
who's in the worst situation. Throws down. He dodges the chompers, but then doesn't use the special.
Oh no.
Sidesteps the Super Mega
Who's
Death
gonna
Rocket
win?
and
They kill each other! That could have gone so much differently if he landed his abilities.
excellent 1v1 duel. A bit of a misplay by both of them. Sever wasting the spell shield, but at the same time, Jinx missing both the chompers and the Super Mega Death Rocket. Yeah. Looks like they're going to turn around. That's a two-man Glacial Prison. Perfect, but they're all going to fight on the Equalizer. Beautiful follow-up from Braum. The Curse of the Sad Mummy's down. Suddenly taking the tower, and they're going to take down Maokai in the process. Garen shows up. That's going to be a 2-for-1 in favor of one
That's a
man.
great Glacial Prison, but the follow-up by the Mumu, the Maokai, or the Braum, and the Rumble, really solid.
Yeah, there's a great Sejuani ult, though. Sejuani really proven to have some of the best ults in this tournament.
If only the other team was in position to take advantage of that.
Good play by both sides. I thought it would go in favor of DA. But
So did I thought that was theirs to win, but they just didn't quite have the damage to burst down the Mumu and the
it's a good follow. I love the combo they did with the Equalizer, and then while they're on the Equalizer, the Glacial Fissure went down to keep them on that Equalizer. While the slows, I don't believe the slows stack anymore. The greater slow of the two would be the Glacial Fissure. Really utilizing the max amount of time you could have them on the Equalizer. Really well played by both Hofer and Darkness.
Garen's purchased that from that magic chest to get the Spirit Visage. Getting all that CDR. That'll put him, depending on CDR defense, reach masters, it'll put him 30%.
That's a quite a big move.
Jinx is doing fairly well. 432, 151 CS. He's got the Infinity Edge, got the Zeal, got the Berserker Roots. But Silver isn't doing bad. Not as many as kills, but has a pretty good amount of minis herself.
It looks like the farm is actually evened up everywhere except the mid lane, or in the jungle. Huge difference in the jungle. Amumu almost having twice the amount of farm as Sejuani. Sejuani trying to get in the lanes, trying to make things happen. She is 0-1 and 5, making those assists happen. Looks like Garen's going to get caught out a little bit out of place.
Being annoying, being Garen.
But he's so tanky already, it's hard for the rest of DA to do anything to him.
Yeah. Rumble is going for that Rylai's now. Usually see a Zanya's next item, but
Looks like 1 minute scribbed up all 5. The Arcane Barrage is going to stop them from pushing anything. But there's the flash knock-up headbutt for the Rise of Oxen. He's going to be able to spell shield the Maokai.
looks like literally a lockdown.
So that ult combo between Braum and Rumble has yet to fail them. That's twice in a row now. They did a really good job even balancing tower aggro. Rumble even sticking back and tanking while the rest of the team fought. Really well good turret aggro.
2 for 0 with 2 more players being almost dead from that fight. Definitely very rough for DA here.
One mid starting to take off here, pushing it to a 3K difference in the gold. Although turrets are still tied, and there's only one dragon advantage to one mid. Maokai is scaling, Jinx is scaling, Ezreal, of course, is scaling. They still are not out of this game. Expecting to see if anybody's sitting on any massive amounts of gold. It looks like Amumu has 1,400 in his pocket, but all of DA have seemed to have gone back and buy. So we're going to see some completed items here. The Ludens and the Lucidity boots on Ezreal are going to make him an even bigger pain for poke damage. Alistar going to get caught out. The bandage toss is down. Rumble melting through Alistar right now. Wall's going to pick up another kill, but Arcane Barrage is going to leave him at half life. Pushing it to a 4K gold difference.
It's not over yet, but definitely looking very, very rough for DA. They need that Ezreal poke to really start to do damage.
It's getting there, but they're going to need magic for all the magic resist items that are being rushed by one mid. Garen once again being caught by 3 members, but he's going to walk away because that's what Garen does.
Being a Garen. They go ahead and smite the red buff from my fans for taking him some of that.
Now, Jinx just showed herself bot. If one mid does have the Rumble ult and the Braum ult up, they have a lot of choices they get to make. The AD carry can't make it quickly back to this fight. Dragon is now up. They are technically flanked, but they're in these choke points, which is exactly what one mid wants to do. They want to fight in these choke points. Garen stays behind enemy lines, trying to cause a good distraction. One mid's going to prioritize the dragon over the team fight. But they're grouping up. The Arcane Barrage comes through. The Glacial Prison comes through. The Rise of Oxen end up cleaning. Even though they have 2 smites, they're not able to get it. The Rumble Braum combo comes down, and it's not going to be as effective as it has in previous fights. The Ignite E from Rumble is going to secure a kill. And Garen drops the ult, securing a kill on Jinx. Both tanks of DA having to run around, not being able to protect Ezreal, who's doing a really good job poking in lane. 4 members low. Ezreal has the poke and wave clear to keep those 4 members off since they're all low. I didn't notice Ezreal is out of mana though. Garen dancing in the background there. Maximum disrespect dance. Drops the sword and does the monkey.
Item-wise, very few people are passing their second item. You got Garen, you got Rumble, you got Sivir, who are all on their second item working on the third.
Not many, essentially no one on DA is working towards the third item.
The closest is Ezreal, but that's because the jungle item is at Sivir feet.
Yeah. He does have a blasting line.
Ezreal going to take that big up for himself. This will start really helping with that.
Gonna go back to just a farm break here, it seems. Everyone goes back to their lanes. It looks like they're starting to group up. The cooldowns on the Equalizer, Glacial Fissure, I believe is what they're working on right now. They're working to make sure both those are up, and that's when they want to fight. It does so much damage and so much CC for them that it leaves the Rise of Oxen a really easy chance to clean up, as well as Garen to spin to win on the back line.
Yep. I definitely agree with that. Rumble Open has always just been extremely powerful, especially when combined with the AP ratio it has when it's slow. And the Riley is perfect to get that.
Oh, good push down from Aggressive Oxen. Good time for him to fight. Jinx still has the wave clear though to keep him off. One mid looking to try to bait around the Baron.
Another decent one play.
But really well placed ward there that they weren't able to find before the Raptor buff wore off.
Yeah.
So really good warding there. They're going to try to group up. They're going to try to push mid. Neither team has their AD carry here.
Spear of Interest on the Maokai. They're going to work on that right score once again. Ezreal could be Death Cap, could be Void Step. Jinx is going for a pan damage.
At this point, I would suggest a Void Step to Ezreal because as much MR as one mid is running. Sever's going to get towered. The rest of the team is going to throw him down. Rumble's sitting below half life right now due to the Ezreal poke. A couple hits. Hofer is down as well.
Ezreal's definitely got some extremely solid poke right now.
Rise of Oxen now as well. Mumu goes under tower. Christian said he only grabs one person. The whole combo's down. 3-man Glacial Prison. Gonna make it hard to do anything under tower.
Despite only catching one person, they get out safely. DA does not have the damage right now to take advantage of a misplay.
And they didn't have Maokai down there with them either.
Yeah.
So they do end up just a 1-for-0, but everybody has to go back to base due to being low. Except the Rise of Oxen. But he is still going to back.
Ezreal getting some more poking, so they do manage to take the Scuttlebutt before it can be started.
Scuttlebutt.
Take a left. Hard to taste it.
Or a rock lobster. Looks like a Mumu is in. Mumu, that's actually a really good combo between the Rumble and a Mumu because a Mumu doesn't have to give up his blue buff.
He's like, hey, blue buff for me. All day long.
Mumus do not like giving up their blue buff.
Definitely very difficult without him. Well, he does have the first part now, so it shouldn't be too much harder for him. So they might later on end give him that blue buff instead. Makes
Sure. Best case right there. Definitely not needed on the Rumble though. Rumble does have the Rylai's Late Injuries combo done and a BF Rod sitting in his inventory.
That'll be a Death Cap,
Yeah.
which is going to make will do even more damage. That's always fun.
The equalizer damage is going to be insane by the time that Death Cap is completed. So, and with as good as they've been with this Rumble alt combo, it's going to be really bad for DA. Especially the gold deficit's almost to 7K now. It's going to get really rough for them really soon. Map controls, scuttle controls falling in favor of one mid. But looking at the map, the wards are in favor of DA. They've done a really good job keeping vision despite being down on gold. Oh, good shot by Ezreal.
Managed to have one of those hits from Baron, but still a lot of pain, a lot of pressure. That's a really frustratingly annoying champion to deal with.
Limit as Dragon comes up. There's a zap. They got vision on him. Here comes the Hurricane Barrage. And the Ludens is going to finish it. Celebratory Super Mega Death Rocket. Really well done. They're really starting to utilize the power that Ezreal brings in this fight right now.
Ezreal is here now. He's going to start doing some serious damage. Dragon is up, so this will be the first Dragon of the game for Team DA.
Good. One mid going to completely uncontested. Oh, no, here they are. They're just reacting very, very late. They're going to throw their Scry Orb down and see it, but I think all they're going to get to do is see it go away.
And as the timer release up, Sever's going to go bot lane and get all that farm.
DA is going to pick up their first dragon of the game.
They're going to push bot lane with S4.
Right, Soxing didn't just disrespect back right in front of him. They're going to stop that back
I think he was probably watching the buy menus. They could have killed him probably.
Might have been shopping. Alistair goes in on a Mumu. But here comes the Severall. They're going to dance around the chompers. Really good chompers by Jeans.
Yeah. Completely stops the attempt to dive in by a Mumu initiate.
They're not going to get the second two tower. Really good play by DA. They tried to get that tower. They did really good.
good overall disengage from the silver ultimate.
They tried to get in there, but really good chompers by Jinx to stop that from happening. Would have had the tower lead if they would have gotten it. They keep the tower lead tied.
Rumble takes another arcane barrage in his face.
Darkness really being an arcane barrage magnet this game, sitting most of the game at 1 to 2/3 life. Due to the Ezreal poke just dominating.
Trying to get in with that Rylai.
Oh, he uses the equalizer.
Really wants that Sejuani.
There's a flash.
There's
Another flash. And Garen drops the hammer on
They
it.
really don't want that Sejuani getting away.
Dropped a load of Demacia. There's a good knockup by Alistair, but he didn't catch Rumble like he wanted.
Maokai is heartless pushing.
And Retreat once again making his way down. Doing good once again. Did not really build a heavy split push comp. Didn't pick a good split push champion. Woo. Once again.
Oh,
and there's the
ult.
catch right onto Jinx. She's going to flash out of it, and she's going to survive. Even Garen's not even going to dive that one.
Yeah. They reacted slightly faster. I didn't think they expected Amumu to get that banish
It's
off.
a really good Crystal Set money. They caught everything on Jinx. Really good play, just no follow-up. They wanted the tower. They weren't ready to dive like that. So, miscommunication, but really good plays by Dr. Walls. They are grouped up. They are missing a lot of cooldowns of flashes and ultimates. They don't have the equalizer quite yet. But the wave clear from Ezreal is just too much. It's hard to push towers like that.
And both between Jinx and Ezreal is very, very solid wave clear.
They're working on trying to out-rotate them, which makes it a little harder. They have to be really quick about it. It looks like Maokai's decided to join. Is level 16, so going to be on par with Garen. Going to have tier 3 ultimate. Going to give his team a really good ability to team fight with that damage reduction. Good knock up on Darkness. He's going to try to knock it in. Super Mega Death Rocket comes in. Good Glacial Prison. Equalizer is back up. Double kill for Walls. They're on Noreen. Looks like they're going to go. Noreen's going to get an too. A kill for Darkness.
Very good. It was almost a good play by DA. Rumble managed to get away, unfortunately, and then Garen completely zones on Jinx and Ezreal.
If they would have done that a couple seconds earlier, before the equalizer was up, it would have been a lot better situation for them. The ultimates were all spot on that. The Glacial Prison was amazing, but the really good Amumu Rumble plays here. You see a lot of synergizing. They haven't, the last couple fights, they haven't been able to get that Braum Rumble alt combo going, but the rest of the team are still able to bring that AoE Wombo combo to the table.
Overall, I'm going to give props to Scrap Bastard's Gimmer. He did exactly what he needed to do, is that to stand between the rest of the team and the carries.
Yeah, both carries, when the fight ended, both carries were sitting there with no one to protect them.
So even though he was basically 1v2ing them, he could kill them, he did what he needed to do, and that was to keep them from doing damage to anyone.
It looks like there's going to be no way for them to contest this Baron, and it's going to go to 1 game.
I'm not even sure where it's happening. So Maokai's about to find out.
He's going to try to be the hero. He's thinking about it, but he's not going to be able to out this. Super Mega Death Rocket and an Arcane Barrage at the same time end up taking Braum down.
That poor Braum.
He got a little greedy. Should have just gone ahead and backed. He couldn't tank the team. But he pays for it by losing his Baron buff.
Still worth.
Can't say how many times the supports in fights always end up without the Baron buff.
Tries to knock
They're doing their job.
Silver, but it doesn't quite get the combo right.
Everybody on 1 mid kind of low right now.
Garen doesn't get that regen anymore, unfortunately. But,
Well, Garen still gets it, so Garen will be up soon.
yeah, Garen's got his regen from his past. They really buffed that extra skill really hard late game.
Yeah. Not a big fan of the Garen passive.
Oh look, he poked Garen. Now he's going to start regenning it all back in a couple seconds.
If Garen gets out of hand, there's literally nothing you can do. And I have to say, 606 Garen is a little out of hand. He's got all his tank items, yet he's able to do all his damage and scrap so well.
Gotta knock him back and fight him. That's all he needs to do.
He has to kill all his teammates and then take him down like a raid boss. So at 37 minutes. We're about to have another dragon come up. This could be a third dragon for one mid, giving them the also important movement speed, or DA could end up evening up the dragon score, and we know Sejuani's not afraid to steal a dragon, so it will end up being a bit of a 50-50. Good knockup on Darkness. Fissure is going to help Roman a little bit. Crystal said Mummy only going to catch Maokai. Garen's going to take a kill. Siver's going to take a kill. They're going to chase down the tree. He goes down.
They weren't able to quite finish off Rumble, and then now it's basically 3 for nothing.
Absolutely. Plus they got their third dragon, so this is a really awkward situation for one mid. They do still have Ezreal up. The wave clear's there. They might be able to save this Nexus or this base tower. But the tanky front line they have, looks like Garen doesn't even care.
No, they're just going to ignore it for the turret. Not a terrible call, but you're only stop them. So there's the Ezreal to say no. Ezreal did get that wood stuff. Now he's working on another big APR. Probably going to be a death cap.
And which one?
Ezreal.
Could be a zone use with the way these fights have been going, but you're probably right with the death cap.
Rumble has gone to his death cap. He's working with this or something.
He's got a situation. He's done really well. There's a really good equalizer. Going to zone him off, but it's not going to do a lot. They're going to try to team fight, and now they have to do so without an equalizer on their mid laner. They get the tower. I think they're looking to dodge the fights right now due to the wave clear that Jinx and Ezreal are bringing. One mid playing this out super patiently, not trying to over-engage, because DA has shown that they're willing to fight through, even though they have a bit of a gold disadvantage here.
Slowly taking time to clear up wards out, go farm the jungle and buy. Everyone's trying to finish up what they need real bad.
Looks like both Amumu and Rumble are sitting on a hefty amount of gold, but so is Ezreal. Able to afford another BF rod. He might be able to get that turned into something soon. Might have to sell a Doran's ring.
Sells that Doran makes the double. And when he buys the blasting rod, he definitely wants that death cap. Not much doubt there. Both junglers are finishing the righteous glory. Mumu also has an Abyssal Scepter. Rumble has an Abyssal Scepter. Mumu's full build.
Yeah, I mean, the Mumu's done a really good job. 60 farm up on Sejuani. 6-1-11. Had a 17 out of 24 kill participation. Mumu's doing really good this game.
Sivir has almost got full items, just needs one more, and he's still bronze blood. Rumble one item away.
As far as damage goes, Sivir's done. It'd be looking for a 6th item defensive.
Probably Banshee's Veil.
Banshee's Veil or GA, anything like that. Righteous Glory completed on Amumu. Really good item. Something I play a lot of Amumu. Very excited for the Righteous Glory when it came out. Helps those Amumu plays in the mid and late game. The thing about Amumu is if you're not around the enemy team, you're not doing damage. So that movement speed to keep you in the fight and slow them is a great combination with them. So.
They're looking to try and siege, but I guess they don't feel comfortable with this in the siege mode.
The Ezreal wave clear is so insane at this point. He's even picked up a flask of sorcery just to keep that AP damage up there.
Rumble is going to the top lane with Garen to try and clear that out.
It looks like they're going to do a bit of a split. Amumu trying to steal the red buff does succeed, but will he get to live with it? They're all grouped up. There's an equalizer on it.
Rumble forces them away.
Rumble
probably
ults,
needed a
but
flash after that equalizer, but he did anyways just to be safe.
I think Curse of the Sad Mummy right there would have sealed the fate of a couple players.
Yeah.
I think they're starting to play a little too safe, a little cautious. They do need to group up and run a team fight, and the team needs to be able to react when that equalizer goes down. They haven't done a very good job of keeping keeping people on the equalizers. They started off really strong doing that, but as their advantage came to, they've stopped focusing on it quite so hard.
Yeah. Malachi is getting another cat outside to get that right score. He finished Subfire Caves here with it just below.
They will have
very,
two
very
more.
health heavy. Waiting to see what Garen's last line is. They're probably on the damage level kind of that Rascal Pro. Sipper has the QSS. Bad shows.
Yeah, with the ways that Sejuani has been hitting these amazing ults, it's not a bad call.
There is Baron showing up for the second time.
We're going to try to get some vision control here, but right now, there comes the Righteous Glory. Mumu's going in. They're going to catch that pink ward off guard, and he's going to go down without a fight.
Yeah, just gives up, surrenders.
Just sits there and spams laugh. Garen's wanting to fight. They're chasing down Ezreal. He's got the target in mind. He's seeing blood. Ezreal wants nothing to do with it. He's going to escape. The rest of the team decided to turn back, and it looks like the call is to do Baron. They're looking to force that engage. Ezreal's down at his blue buff. They might be able to bring in Darkness and Derisive Oxygen to tank it. A mistake that was made earlier that cost a few lives. Once again, Sivir proving to be a very efficient jungler, securing another objective. And it looks like the team's going to scatter. Garen's going to go off on his own, forgetting that he has a team. And Garen's free to push right now pretty efficiently.
Very tanky, does decent damage. Has the damage, the minions can take on the turret. Ring probably is like level 0 now because they're struggling to take down the turret.
They have two waves of Baron minions. Even Ezreal's going to have a hard time, especially when he gets hit by a Banish Toss and Curse of the Sad Mummy. Amumu see the Righteous Glory comes out, or the Sivir ult comes out, I'm sorry. And they're going to pick up the tower. They're focusing objectives at this point really well. Garen's just here for the tower. And the rest of the team starts to roam around. Alistar intercepts, does a really good job trying to save his towers. But Sivir throwing out so many auto attacks on Plate of the Room King and Phantom Dancer, giving her all the attack speed she needs. Double kill for Derisive Oxygen.
Jinx and Ezreal going down.
Triple kill, might get the Quadra. Nope. Maokai's going to get away. And Sivir's hopes of a Penta crushes just like the red team's inhibitors.
And that is probably in the game again.
This could be game. They're going to go for the Nexus, so we're going to see how this does. Garen's about a third of his life. Derisive Oxygen trying to hit the turrets. Remembering he needs a front line this time.
Gets the stun. Go down.
Oh, Rumble's here. Good 4-man Glacial Prison, but it's not going to be enough.
And that is game. That will be a 3-0 win by Team 1Mid.
45 and a half minutes.
Very, very good attempt by DA. That's pretty solid plays. Just better luck next time.
And that is the whole tournament. The first place goes to Team 1Mid. Second place, Disciplinary action. Following the results from the third place game, third place is going to go to Wonder, and fourth place being Armadeus Z.